All right, so let's go back to VS Code and let's go back to our faq.liquid. And remember, we are talking about blocks within section. So let's first of all do the HTML. So I'm gonna come here. Let me maybe do it this way so that we see the change directly. So I'm gonna reduce this like this, and we want to see this one. So let's make it also accessible like this. All right, so let me remove this so that you have access, you can see exactly what's going on. There you go. So let me come to the section here. I'm gonna give it a class. I'm gonna give it a width of full, and I will come to the div just below the section. I will give it a class. I'm gonna give it a class of container and m-auto, and I will save it just to make it to be on the middle. All right, so once this is like done, so what I'm gonna do, I want to give the first div inside the section. I will give it a class of flex column. Okay, so that is staying on top of each other. Perfect. And we want justify to be center, item to be center as well. So I will save it, and it's going to be somehow like this. Perfect. Then next, we're going to work. I'm not really planning to design it to make it look better. What I want to have is just the functionality, okay, to make it work so that you understand what's really going on. So on the h3 here, so I'm gonna give it a class. So let's say it's going to be text XL or 2XL, and yeah, I can leave it like this for now. So the p tag here, I'm gonna give it text base. So maybe let's say text. Let's leave it like this for now. Okay, we don't really care much about it. Okay, so it's going to be something like this. And maybe it could be center, but yeah, we don't really care about it now. So what I was talking about previously is about this section right here. So when you look, we have the question here, and we have the description just below right there. So normally what you're gonna do in a static HTML, you're gonna come and you're gonna just duplicate this div, let's say 3 times. So 1, 2, and 3, and when you save it, you're gonna have it like this. So we have our question and we have our answers here. So but in Shopify, we're gonna do it differently. We're gonna loop first of all to have as much as question and answer we want as hard-coded way, and then we're gonna make it to be as a block. So let me come here, let me add in the section here, I'm gonna give it a padding top and bottom of 12, so that is like 48 pixel. And let me start to work on the questions and answer. So first, let's go to forge icon. And I'm looking to have like this chevron down. So I will copy this one. So you can do the same. You go to forge icon on Google and click on the first link, and we want to copy this SVG. And what we're gonna do with it, I will create a file inside the snippets directory, and let's call it chevron down.liquid. All the file inside the snippets directory must be of that liquid. And here I'm gonna paste it, and I want a possibility to play with the color stroke or the color of the icon, and also the size of the icon. So let's a little bit play with it. I'm gonna create a doc here, so it's gonna help us to see how to work with the snippet. And again, the snippet also could be used as a reusable code, because you can create a snippet here and you can reuse it with different data. And the differences between this snippet and, let's say, block theme, for example, in the snippet, you can pass a variable through the snippet and use it like in different ways. Okay, you can do that with the block theme, for example. But yeah, let's get started. So here we're gonna let's create some params. I have a video for that on my channel, so feel free to check it. So here what I want to be able to change the color. So let's call it color. Is going to be a string. We want to have another params here for the size, so let's call it size. Is going to be a string. And then we want we can add some description here. So we can say this render the chevron icon, and we can also have the example how to use this render. So the example is going to be like this. So render accept a file. So this file must be the name that you gave when you're creating this snippet. So in my case, it's called chevron down without the extension. And then we need to add the variable we just created here. And for now, we're going to leave it to be empty. So I'm going to add the size as well. And let's make it to be empty. These two are variable, and we're going to use it inside our SVG here so we can get dynamic value. So what I'm going to say here is going to be, I'm going to add some if statements. So let's say if color is different to blank, then add the color. We're going to print the color. So if not, so we're going to say else, then we want to display the hard-coded color, or you can add different color, and we must close the if like this, and if. And for the size, I'm just gonna print directly here. So let's make it to be is going to be size like this, and let's add it as well like this. But you know what, to make it not be empty, I'm gonna give it here 48, just like it was here. And maybe what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna omit you know what, yeah, so let's leave this one empty. We're gonna give the size there like directly, or we can add it as a if statement here. But yeah, let's go like this. So now I'm gonna copy just this example, render, and I will go to my FAQ, and between this span here, I'm gonna replace this icon text with this render, and I'm gonna give the size to be 24, and the color, let's set this to be black. So 0000 is enough. And if I save it and I go check our code, we're going to have this icon appearing right there. And as you can see, it's just on one question because we need to also add it on the other one. So for now, let's have just one card, and I can remove the other one. So, and it seems like I add it on in the wrong. Let's copy that again. We need to add it on the first card, which is this one. So let's delete 1, 2, and 3. Let's remove it, and let's add the render, replace the icon text like this. Okay, there we go. So we have our question and we have our response just right there.